Well, there we go. Yeah, I accidentally muted my voice. I don't know how I ended up doing that. That was crazy. Can you guys hear me now? You guys should be able to hear me now. I'm also very, very, very loud, and I don't know why. There we go. All right. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me now. That's so weird. I don't know how I ended up doing that. That was weird. Can you guys hear me now? Hello? I need a yes or a no. This is like 3 streams in a row that I've done this. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. All right, let's try that again. That's three streams in a row that I've had no audio when I started out. Wow, I have totally, I got to turn down my, there we go. I don't have a limiter. I have a new audio source and I'm still figuring things out. Anyway. Welcome to J Lippman Live. Happy Wednesday. Happy you could be here. Happy I could be here. If you're new here, this is where we talk about video editing. Mostly DaVinci Resolve stuff. That's kind of what I'm known for, but I just like talking about video editing in general. So if you have any questions about the editing process, then go ahead, pop them in the chat. If the question is a little bit pressing, there is a link in the description that will take you to a form that you can fill out, and I'll be answering questions in that form a little bit later on the stream. And then, as always, if you have a very, very pressing question, super chats are most welcome, and questions that come along with super chats do get answered first. So with that being said, real quick, we're going to jump to the chat and say hi to some people in a minute. But first, I want to give a huge shout out to all my channel members. You guys have been super, super patient. If you're new here and you don't know, all the people who are chatting right now that have a diamond next to their name, they are channel members, and they have perks like access to a private Facebook group where we talk about video editing. They've got monthly, what's supposed to be monthly live video editing trainings. And since I've come back from my little 3-week vacation, I've had trouble getting back on track, but they've been super patient with me, and I really, really appreciate that. So huge, 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 huge shout out to the channel members. That's what you get for going on vacation. Yep, exactly. But other than that, let's go ahead, jump into the chat. See who we've got here. Frank Talking. Looks like he wasn't able to make it to the stream because he had to clean, but thank you for stopping by earlier. Oh, he says if I have a project with noise reduction and render in H.265, then the project fails every time. H.265 is notoriously hard to edit. Very, very hard. You need a super powerful computer to get anywhere with H.265. So that's probably what your problem is. Mint, hello, what's going on? Everyone here, you should sub and like. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Jason Lorette, what's going on, man? Hello, good to see you, my friend. Garrett Reviews, what's going on, dude? Pavith Celinda, are there any way to color grade a product? Like an individual product, like separate from the rest of the scene? Absolutely. Especially in DaVinci Resolve 17, because now they have Magic Mask, which makes it super easy to isolate various things within a scene and color grade them separately. Or you could go old school, do a little rotoscoping, a little bit of masking, and that way whatever you're doing, you can use actually a power window would probably be a really good way to do that as well. You just trace it around. If it's a moving subject or a moving scene, then you just got to track it, but anything within that power window will be graded separately from the rest of the scene. So yeah, there's lots of different ways to color grade an object or something else that's separate from the rest of the scene. Jelly Duck, what's going on, sir? Hello, hello. Eleftherios Situpalos? I don't think I pronounced that right, but hello. DK Paddler, hello, sir. Who else we got? Pankaj, what's going on? How are you, sir? Good to see you. Can't take on another subscription right now. I hear you. I just upgraded my my Google Workplace subscription by $8 a month. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hamid, hello. Hi, Jay. Glad to be here. Thank you so much for showing up, dude. I'm very, very happy to see you. Mr. Ramtech, what's going on? Matt Jackson. Really? Chris Munyon, what's going on, dude? Whoops, wrong finger. All right, let's see here. What do we got going on? Hey, Andres Nieves, what's going on? Let's be unique. Hello. How's everything going? Things are going good. Things are weird. Hey, Absolute Rule, what's going on? Patrick Lip, hello. Yeah, so things are interesting. This week has been interesting. Monday evening. What's today? Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, so Monday evening, on my way back from picking up Arian from work, and we get a phone call from daycare saying that one of the parents of one of the kids has tested positive for it that shall not be named. So daycare is now closed until we actually have the test results from the kid from the kid of the parent who tested positive. So once we get those test results in hand, basically Kaylin could be going back to daycare either tomorrow or Friday or 2 weeks from now. So she's currently home. She's in my room watching Finding Dory, and I've been trying to get some work done while at the same time taking care of a kid. It's been very, very interesting. No sound again. Just kidding. Garrett, you... Oh, man. All right, let's see here. Thank you for your response. Could you please give a tutorial in DaVinci Resolve? I'm actually going to be doing probably a tutorial on Magic Mask, but and I don't think I have anything on Power Windows. I might. I think I have a really, really old one about replacing the sky, and it would essentially be the same process. So you can go ahead and check that out if you want. But yeah, color grade. I mean, it's really, really simple. It's just using Power Windows. Oh, by the way, real quick, this Friday, I've got a video coming out. It's kind of like a 2-week review on DaVinci Resolve 17. Now that I've used it for a few videos, what features am I finding that I'm using more and stuff like that? Any of the problems that I've found with it and all that stuff. Just little basic 2-week review. But there's also going to be a giveaway on Friday's video. So make sure you watch that, especially if you're using the free version of DaVinci Resolve. You will be very, very interested in the giveaway on Friday. So keep that in mind. Make sure you show up on Friday to that video. Wow Photo, what's going on? Have you had any issues doing voiceovers directly into Resolve 17? I have a friend who uses Windows, and he said there's no crash, no error message. It records an empty audio clip of total silence. Interesting. I actually have not tried doing a voiceover yet, so I will. I will try that and see if one, if there actually is a problem, and two, if I can find a fix. Whoa, yawning. That happened in my daughter's school, but they did rapid test on every kid. No one was infected. Yeah, for some reason, well, this is like a tiny little in-home daycare. There's like 6 kids, so it's kind of on the parents to get tested right now. So daycare is closed until that kid comes back negative, basically. And first, I guess they didn't get the rapid test. They did the one that takes 2 to 3 days to get the results. So we're still waiting. I should be getting hopefully getting a phone call today saying, hey, she can come back tomorrow. But yeah, it's a mess. So, and right before Thanksgiving too, that just blows. Are you also looking forward to DaVinci Resolve 18? Man, I haven't even gotten used to 17 yet. 17, the full version hasn't even come out. What are you talking about? DaVinci Resolve 18? Come on. No 18 yet. I can't imagine where they would go from here, though. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of stuff that they could do. I'm sure there are a ton of things that they could do with DaVinci Resolve 18, but honestly, I can't think of it right now, because like DaVinci Resolve 17 gave me almost everything that I wanted and then some. Like they gave me things that I didn't even think, like I didn't even know I wanted. So organic gardening in North Carolina. What's going on, Dave? How are you? How are you? Wade Wilson, hello. I hope they'll open daycare. Me too. I've got lots of stuff there. I've got lots of videos. I got a big video coming out. It's not big as in like, it's a normal YouTube video. It's just going to take some editing. It's a tutorial that's actually going to take a while. So please make a video on IGTV settings in Premiere Pro. I don't really do Premiere Pro tutorials. I just, as far as like specific tutorials for specific software, I'm strictly DaVinci Resolve for now. But I'll tell you what, if you want to request that, I would check out Leela's channel, Leela from YouTube. She's really, really good with Premiere. And actually, I think Premiere has this whole like reframe. Actually, DaVinci Resolve has an auto reframe thing now too, which is super, super cool. That would probably help you out with that. But as far as actual settings for IGTV in Premiere Pro, I wouldn't be able to help with that. Sorry, man. I have all 3 kids next week since they're off for Turkey Day vacation. I will most likely just be taking the week off of making any videos myself. Yeah, that's rough. I just came back from 3 weeks of not making any videos. So that would... What do you use for project management and organization, specifically video workflows for personal and corporate projects? I typically use Frame.io for anything corporate, anything where I need to like send off reviews, plus for a few reasons. One, just I love the way that they're integrated with DaVinci Resolve. That is a huge help. And two, it's just so easy to use. The preview player is incredible. So yeah, I'm very, very, very much kind of obsessed with Frame.io. But that's what I use for project management. I don't typically use I don't use Frame.io really in any other situation other than like a corporate gig or some kind of client project. I only use it when I'm working with other people on a video, basically. But for my YouTube videos, as far as project management, I use CoSchedule, which I actually have open right now. Let's go ahead and hello. Where is CoSchedule? That would be here somewhere. Boom. So this is CoSchedule. This is what I use for most of my project management stuff, especially if I'm not dealing with any clients or anybody that I'm working with. And all these bigger boxes here, these red ones, these are all YouTube videos that I have planned out. And typically what I'll do, I've kind of slacked off on it this time, but what I'll do, I'll open up a project. I can write scripts in here and I can link to other projects and I can save things or load things from Google Drive. I can create social campaigns and schedule out like tweets and Instagram posts and stuff all within this project. And I can also create tasks. If I have people on a team, I can create, I can have a discussion. And there's always like a list of contributors as well. But I'm a one-man show, so right now, nothing's in there. So I use Frame.io because it's easy to collaborate with different people on every project. Once I have my own team, if I ever have my own team, then I will most likely be still using CoSchedule because it's a fully functional content calendar, easy to plan everything out, easy to manage everything. It's just super, super, super easy. So there's that. Ooh, lots more questions. Hey, I might have missed it, but do we have beat detection yet in DaVinci 17? We do not. I wish we did. I really, really wish we did. AJ, is there a plugin to use the text transitions in a different language than English in Resolve 17? I'm not sure. I've never looked for it, so I just don't know offhand. If you had multiple cameras in use for a video shoot, GoPro, Sony a7 III, and Fuji X-T2, what settings do you recommend all the cameras to be set at? 4K 24 frames per second. That all depends on your project. Like if you know that the client wants, or if you know that you want a 4K 24 frames per second project, then shoot everything in 4K 24 frames per second. If you're talking like codecs and stuff like that, you want to use the codecs on the camera that have the least amount of compression and the most amount of flexibility in post, which means always go for 8-bit footage over, or not, I'm sorry, not 8-bit. Always go for 10-bit footage over 8-bit and 12-bit over 10-bit. You know, always choose the higher bit rate and the least amount of compression. That's going to give you the most flexibility in post, the easier playback, the smoother playback rather. And the more flexibility you have in post, the easier it's going to be to match the colors between all of those different cameras. When you have highly compressed footage like H.264, H.265, and it's only 8-bit footage, it becomes increasingly difficult to work with it in post, and you have a lot less flexibility when it comes to color grading and resizing and punching in and punching out and stuff like that. So I would always go for the highest frame rate and the least amount, or not the highest frame rate, the highest bit depth and the least amount of compression. Did that make sense? I hope that made sense. What about RAW tab in DaVinci Resolve 17? There is one extra little setting in the RAW tab in DaVinci Resolve 17 that wasn't in Resolve 16. I'm not 100% sure what it does, but I'm going to find out and I'm going to make a video about it. So, you know, keep an eye out. I'm going to do a whole RAW workflow video probably soon, now that I actually have the, you know, Pocket 6K. How do you like the Atom Mini? I'm thinking about getting into game streaming and I'm liking the simplicity it seems to offer. Jeff, it's absolutely amazing. I will say this though, the audio and the camera control. So let's go ahead and I'll show you real quick because I have the software here. So the switcher itself, pop me on the screen there. The switcher itself is absolutely great, and it's super easy to switch between things and switch to stills and fade to black. All those things are good. The only thing that you're really going to be missing if you don't have a Blackmagic camera are... Oh, come on. Oh, no. I think that I may... Oh, no. It looks like it's still good. Okay, sorry. The only thing you're going to be missing are the audio controls here. You're not going to be able to EQ or do your compressors or anything like that here without a Blackmagic camera and without the audio running directly into it. Actually, it's not 100% true. If you have audio coming in through the 3.5 millimeter headphone jacks on the Atom Mini, then you can use mic 1 and mic 2 for that. And the other thing you're going to be missing that doesn't work without a Blackmagic camera is this, the camera control here. So these are the color wheels, so you can actually do color correction, contrast, saturation, hue, switching between YRGB and RGB, all that stuff. Focus. None of this stuff works with anything but a Blackmagic camera. So that's the only downside. Other than that, if you're just looking for something easy to be able to like switch between scenes, do picture in picture, do transitions, and all that stuff, this is perfect. So yeah, I 100% recommend it. I just did a whole video on this, actually. Not a lot of people saw it. I was a little disappointed, but you know, what are you going to do? All right, let's go back to this. Yes, I'm still in the same. All right. So, back to the chat. Okay. To check out CoSchedule. CoSchedule is amazing. Beat detection. That sounds like magic, and I love it. Beat detection is great. They have it in Premiere Pro, and it's one of my favorite things. And for summer, they also have it even in Movavi. I don't know why DaVinci Resolve hasn't gotten it yet. It would be incredible. Can you give a demo on how to make a music video? I'm really trying to switch. I mean, maybe, but honestly, how to make a music video, it wouldn't have anything to do with the platform you're using. I mean, that's just a style, right? And it's all stylistic. You watch music videos and every music video is different. So there's not really a tutorial that I can do on how to edit a music video. I can do things like, you know, how do I sync up the music track with the audio in the video? But that's, I mean, you can find that out easily. I could do that kind of stuff. But as far as like how to edit a music video, there are just way too many variables to do a tutorial on, because it's all creative. It's all stylistic choice. It's all very subjective. So, and it all depends on the artist. Import footage, Ace's color space, and transform to 709 and edit from there. That'll work. That could work. That could work. Oh, God. I just missed something. How to color correct mobile phone video. Where to start? Why does my video look grainy always? Ooh, good question. I'm working on a series all about mobile video, actually, on how to edit it in DaVinci Resolve, how to work with it, because there are a lot of problems that can happen with it, and it does take kind of a delicate touch because it's only 8-bit video. So it's highly compressed usually, and there's a lot of stuff that happens in mobile video. So I'm just working on maybe hearing back from a potential sponsor. So yes, it did. Highest bitrate and least amount of compression. Yes. I'm so stoked. I have 3 videos in the can and 2 more to edit over Thanksgiving. I might film a 3rd one on Saturday as well. That should take me into the holidays for a weekly release schedule. Dude, that's amazing. I am not even close to being where you're at. I am 1 video behind. Not behind, but like, I'm just like, I'm finishing up a video and it's going out like 2 days later. So I would love to get caught up though. If the kid can go back to daycare soon, I'm probably going to spend like a week doing nothing but recording and then just edit and edit and edit and edit, because that would be fun, right? Yes, it did. Oh, it did make sense. Good, good. Thank you, Jason, for sharing that link. What up, Lippman? What's going on, Fan May? How are you? Greetings, y'all. Sorry I'm late. I was working in the studio and jamming. What's going on, Tish? How are you? In DaVinci 17, I don't have the view icon between the markers and the zoom. I don't. Wait, what? Let me read that again. In DaVinci 17, I don't have the view icon between the markers and the zoom scale. Do you know how I can view waveforms on the audio track? You just need to expand the audio track vertically, and they'll just be there. So that's all you got to do there. Think you might have missed this, Jay Lippman. Please show us how to make your current project settings your default. Need to change it from 1080p timeline to 4K forever. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, going to be ignoring the chat for a bit because I am jumping into tutorial mode. All right, let's go ahead. Minimize that. Oh my God, there's so much stuff. Minimize that and minimize that and that. So many things. So many things. So many things. All right. Let's see here. Let's see if DaVinci Resolve will behave for me. Oh, it did. Okay. Okay. So we're starting with the new project and we're going to make our project settings be our default. It's not exactly going to make it default, but it will become a one-click option. So just got to wait for it to, you know, load. It's taking a while. You know what? I've got OBS running. I've got my camera control running. I've got a lot of things running right now. I will forgive it for opening slowly. All right, start with an untitled project. Let's come down into project settings. So I normally release my videos in 4K DCI, 24 frames a second. That's all I do here. And then general options. What do? I check luminance mixer defaults to 0. I uncheck use S-curve for contrast. I uncheck use local version for new clips and timeline. I check automatically match master timeline with media pool. And I'm glad we're doing this because I haven't actually done this yet. And then I come down to Fairlight. And since this is my YouTube preset, I am going to make sure that my target loudness level is set to minus 14 LUFS. And once that's all set up, I'm going to come up to presets. I've already got a YouTube 4K here, but we're going to do save as, apply, enter preset name, YouTube 4K DCI. Okay. And then next time I open up DaVinci Resolve, I just come up to presets. I choose YouTube 4K DCI. I hit load, and that'll be my newest project. So that's that. I screwed something up there, probably because I was already open, but that's how you do it. I hope that made sense. Now let's get out of DaVinci Resolve. No, I don't want to save my project settings. All right, here we go. At the bottom right corner of the Windows bar, there's a small rectangle. Oh my God, you're right. That's incredible. How did I never know that before? Now I feel like an idiot. There's this... thank you, Baked Bird. Wow. DaVinci or Adobe Premiere? It's up to you, man. Hey, Ball Boys, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Can I shoot videos in phone and edit in DaVinci? Will it provide results? Absolutely. If you edit it right and you shoot it right, it will provide great results. Especially if you use an app like Filmic Pro. Filmic Pro is great. It's great for a lot of reasons, but if you shoot Filmic Pro, you expose correctly, and you actually pay for it and get like I think the cinematographer's kit, which will unlock things like Log V2, which is actually true log, which is fantastic. But yeah, if you use something like Filmic Pro, you shoot it correctly, and then you edit it, and you know what you're doing because you're working with 8-bit footage. Yeah, you can do some great things with the phone and DaVinci Resolve. So, but yeah, DaVinci or Adobe Premiere, there is no better. It's just best for you, right? So try them both out and stick with the one that makes the most sense to you, right? For me, I started off with Premiere and I loved Premiere until I stopped loving Premiere because it didn't agree with my computer. I jumped over to DaVinci Resolve. Not only did it run better, but it just made more sense to my brain, so I haven't looked back. But plenty of people have tried DaVinci Resolve and gone back to Premiere Pro, or tried DaVinci Resolve and gone back to Final Cut. And some people have tried to leave DaVinci Resolve and ended up coming back. Everybody's different. So all you can do is try something long enough to get familiar with it and decide if you like it. And if not, try something else. So, let's see. I'm doing great. I'm setting up to have a huge charity auction on my channel. Saturday is my big editing day. Setting the stage with your live. Nice. Which one is faster, DaVinci or Premiere? It depends on your system. each program has their own set of system requirements and their own little quirks. And if you have a system that's better optimized for Premiere, then Premiere is going to run better. If you have a system that's optimized for Resolve, Resolve's going to run better. I don't know if this applies. I don't know if this applies, but how do you like the YouTube pop-ups where it shows like your YouTube PFP and it clicks subscribe? I don't know if that made sense. I'm not good at explaining. I am not 100% sure what you mean, typical cheetah. What is DaVinci? DaVinci Resolve is an editing program. It's an NLE. It's what I use to edit all my videos. It's what almost all of the tutorials on my channel are. Yeah, it's an editing software. When I put a clip into DaVinci Resolve, should I change it or not? What do you mean by change it? Oh my God, so many things, so many things. I already asked this in the form. Oh yeah, I haven't jumped into the form. It's 2:30, it's about that time, but we'll also ask here on DaVinci Resolve, sometimes Command B shortcut does not work. Any ideas why? I don't. I've had a couple things not work recently too, but it was prior to DaVinci Resolve 17. So I don't think it was a bug. I think it's my keyboard actually. Sometimes like I'll hit play and it won't play, or it won't stop playing coincidentally. I think what's happening, maybe I need to change the batteries in my keyboard. They might be going dead, but yeah, maybe that's it. If you're using a wireless or a Bluetooth keyboard, it might be the Bluetooth connection. Or it could be that the batteries are going dead, or it could be that a button is sticking, but I've never had a problem with a shortcut intermittently not working. Same. Sometimes Premiere randomly crashes when I have a lot of transitions. That probably means that either your CPU or your GPU are filling up. A good free video editing software on par with Premiere, and if you want more features, you can get Studio for $2.99. But Jay edited an episode of a TV show in the free version. Yes, I did. Refrag like knows my whole spiel at this point. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's see if there's anything in the form other than the question that I just answered. Boom. Oh my goodness, we've got 4 questions. It's a miracle. All right. Pavith asks how to color grade as a product video, like an entire video. I mean, color grading is one of those things that's very subjective. Like you need to know what style you're looking for. There are videos on my channel that will show you my color grading workflow. There's a video on my channel that shows you color correcting and color grading basics. And I would say that if it's like a product video or a product review, honestly, that all depends on you. All I can do is show you basic color grading and color correcting techniques. I can't really show you just like editing a music video, right? A lot of that is subjective. A lot of that is artist choice. A lot of that, if it's a client video, a lot of that has to do with the client's taste and what they're looking for. So there's, I guess there's certain looks maybe that you might be going for, in which case I could try to get more specific, but something general like a product video, it all depends on the product. It all depends on the setting of the video. It depends on a lot of things, but the basics of color correction and color grading don't change. So get those down and then, get creative and start thinking things, because, thinking things out and experimenting with different stuff, because there is no one way to do it. Question 2 comes from Baked Bird, who just asked, sometimes a shortcut Command B doesn't work. Any ideas why? Yeah, that's weird. I would say it might be a keyboard issue because I've been having similar problems, but I don't think it's resolved because it was working fine. It was working fine. And then recently over the last few months, like I said, I think my battery is going dead, but we'll see. Hamid and Wadwood review cars. All right. What's your questions? What are the cons to this scenario? You know what? I'm going to share my screen for this so you guys can read it with me. How about that? All right. What are the cons to this scenario? Video, or video content is a car review where the following types of footage is captured. Footage of moving car, the subject of the review, from outside, shot from a second moving car. 2, footage of subject while it's stationary. Okay. 3, footage shot from the car itself while it's moving from various angles. GoPro attached to the external surface. Wow, this is a very detailed question. Footage shot from inside facing me while I'm talking. Woof, that's rough. You're gonna have trouble with that. Hopefully it's something on a gimbal or something with really, really, really good stabilization. I use 3 cameras and 2 audio recorders to record me and my wife talking. Okay. Project timeline is set to 4K 60. GoPro setting is 4K 60. Used to shoot footage in points 1, 3, and 4 above. Sony A7 III setting is 4K 30 because it cannot shoot in 60. Used to shoot footage in points 1 and 2 above. Fuji X-T2 is 4K 30. Used to shoot footage in points 1 and 2 above. Okay. What, if any, problems do you see with the above settings? I don't do any slow motion in post, so probably don't need to shoot in 60 frames per second. Correct. What do you recommend I use for the settings in camera for frames per second and the equivalent setting in DaVinci Resolve? Whew, that was a mouthful. All right. A couple things in this scenario in particular that I might change. One, if you're not doing slow motion and you're not doing gaming footage, 60 frames per second is overkill and it's going to slow down your computer. Drop down to 30 or 25 or 24, you know, whatever. But if you want to do 30, drop down to 30, and you should be good. Okay. The only other problem that you're going to, and by the way, your timeline should also be 4K 30 frames per second. Even in this scenario, if you don't change any of your camera settings, change your project to 4K 30 frames per second. It's just, it works better when you have your project set to the lower frame rate. That way, if you wanted to do slow motion, you could. You could drop it down, drop that 60 frame per second footage down 50%, get some nice looking B-roll. There's a 3. The only other thing that I'm seeing is you're gonna have issues because you've got 3 different cameras, 3 different manufacturers. You are going to have issues matching the colors in post. When you go to do color correction and color grading, your colors are not necessarily going to match up. So your cuts between each angle might look a little weird. So you're running into issues there. And for that, I would suggest picking up one of these. This is the X-Rite Color Checker Passport Video, and it will help you. It will help you match your colors between cameras. It'll help a lot. So, yeah, that's but yeah, that's my advice for that scenario. Moving on. Question number 4 comes from DPK on how to color correct mobile videos. My footage always looks like grainy. If your footage looks grainy, it's most likely because you were shot underexposed, and when you went to color correct, you had to boost it up. When you shoot underexposed in video, or if you shoot in auto settings on video and you're in a low light situation, it's gonna get grainy. So I would, your issue is not the color grading necessarily, it's how you're filming your footage. So make sure that you're exposed correctly. do whatever you can to keep your ISO as low as possible on that phone, and use an app that will give you manual camera settings. So do like I said, Filmic Pro, because that way you can set your white balance, you can set your frame rate and your shutter speed and your ISO and all of that stuff. You can do all of that manually, and that's really the only way you're going to avoid it. And next question is from Dimension Pardo. Hey Jay, what do you think that it's worth? Do you think that it's worth it to buy DaVinci Resolve Studio? It depends on what you're doing, really. If you're just a hobbyist, then I would not necessarily worry about getting DaVinci Resolve Studio. I wouldn't. It's just the tools that you unlock. They are really, really cool, but it's a lot of money for somebody who isn't necessarily making money off of, their videos. So if you're not making any money, you're just doing it as a hobby, I would, unless you have the disposable income and there's nothing else you want more or nothing else you need more, then sure, go ahead. But I would say that the only reason to prioritize getting DaVinci Resolve Studio would be if you're doing a lot of client work, or if there are features that you need that you can't get in the free version. So all right. Control S is a lifesaver when working on projects. Press it often. Yes. Learn the hard way after many crashes and lost work. Oh, let's see here. Where are we? Man, I am behind. Pay once, have it forever. That's right. We have 92 watching. What? Let's see. Oh, that's a good question. What's going to become of your editor's key DaVinci Resolve 16 keyboard? Can you still use it? Yeah, the shortcuts haven't changed. So this thing, yeah, still works just as well. Everything that I used to do in 16, I'm doing in 17 with this keyboard. So yeah, no, this isn't going anywhere. Yeah, no, it's exactly the same. Good question though. What's a pixel length width of 16 by 9 is? Go into settings, change custom type in those settings you find. Hey, Jim Robinson, what's going on? Also, please explain how shall I change my straight video into 16 by 9 aspect ratio? What do you mean by straight video? Hey, I have a Sony a6400 and shooting on 4K, but when editing on Final Cut Pro, it gets too large, and I've been waiting for 2 hours now for it to export. Any advice on how to do large projects? Yes. Proxies. Honestly, I don't know a lot about Final Cut Pro. I'm a Windows guy, so I've never used Final Cut, but proxies tend to work wonders. We've got lots of questions here. Okay. Hey, Jay, what do you think of the speed editor? Do you know if it can be used in all pages in Resolve, Cut, Edit, Fairlight, etc.? Chris, I know that... Hey, Josh Haynes, what's going on? His video is ambidextrous. He needs it to be straight. Do you know if it can be... Oh, right. So the speed editor can be used, I know, in the cut page and in the edit page. I don't know about color and Fairlight. So But I do know it can be used in the edit. It was made for the cut page, but it can be used in the edit page as well. Was the 6K cam a sponsor deal, or did you buy it? I bought that. I bought it. And it was money well spent. I'm still playing around with it, testing things, learning things. Actually, that reminds me, I've got some footage I need to look at. I went out, my neighbors raked their leaves into a big pile and the kids were jumping in it and stuff. And I had my camera and I was filming it, and I did a really cool, let me tell you, I love the time lapse feature on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. The thing is, it's amazing. But I finally got a chance to like go outside and shoot in ISO 3200. And so I gotta get that into the camera, into the computer, and really like play around with that low light footage. Best HD export settings for YouTube video. HD is in 1080p, so 1080p aspect ratio. I would honestly do QuickTime H.264, and then have your bit depth instead. You want to set that to restrict to, I think, 40,000. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. And then in audio, make sure you're in linear PCM 24-bit. Otherwise, it's going to get weird. So if you want to highlight a moving image, how do I do that? With power windows and tracking. I did a video on power windows. You should check that out, actually. Taking a break from this 2+ hour video I'm working on for a client. Got to be done in 3 weeks. Oh, God. Oh, dear God. Darren Moston says the speed editor works on the edit page. Yes. I just don't know if it works in color or Fairlight. Would you be interested in a setup tour? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm waiting to get something first. Oh, God, I've been sitting down too long. There's something I want to get before I do that tour. I'm waiting. I'm almost like at the point where I'm ready to do it. But there's a couple things that I want to get to like really complete my arsenal, I think. Like just actually there's like 2 more pieces, but one of them isn't really necessary, but the other is. I'm about to go. Have a wonderful day. Jelly Duck, thank you so much for stopping by. I was hoping to be able to scrub audio in the Fairlight page. Yeah, that would be amazing. Hey, Tech Examine just got here. Can't find a seat. There's so many people here. People keep saying that. I haven't looked at the numbers. Where are we? Where are we? Does that bring back memories? 72. 100. Wait, is it 72 or 103? Oh my God. This is, guys, we've officially hit a record, by the way. So clap it up for yourselves. We've officially hit a record on the live stream. This is the most amount of concurrent visitors we've ever had. That's absolutely insane. Hey, Darren Moston, what's going on, man? Hi, all. Sorry, editing in the background. Limited functionality in edit page for Speed Shuttle. Yeah, okay. I was watching a video, Mr. Alex Tech's video on the editing keyboard, and I was like, man, I want that thing, but it's like $1,000. I'm like, maybe not. Maybe not. 118. Oh my God. I remember the Facebook group. Yes. All right. Throw as much as you can at uploads. YouTube makes a copy anyway. There's no benefit to using H.264 files or what they call best results. It has nothing to do with quality. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. Membership shout out. You missed it. Actually, okay. Yeah, there's a ton more people here. So why not? I owe you guys that much. Huge shout out to my channel members real quick. All the people in the chat that have the little red diamonds next to their name. They might be a different color diamond, but anybody who has a diamond next to their name are a part of the J-Cuts community. They've unlocked things like access to a private Facebook group and monthly editing trainings, discounts on merch, what else? We've got other stuff, right? There's supposed to be, there were daily editing tips, but do you know how hard it is to come up with an editing tip every single day? I'm working on a replacement for that. Stay tuned. Either way, it's a private community, a little bit more intimate, where I can give you guys some more me time. I've admittedly fallen behind since my vacation. I'm working on getting back on track. We're gonna have our editing training soon, I promise. But yeah, if you guys are interested in joining that, get all kinds of cool perks. It's only $4 a month. There should be a link below this live stream or in the description of this live stream. Just click on that, sign up, become a member, and we'll get started. And you guys can join the community and get a cool little diamond. Oh yeah, the amazing custom emojis too. You get those too. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being channel members. I really, really do appreciate it. The amazing Bunny Rabbit. Hello. How do I make a highlight follow an image with tracking? You can do that in power windows. So you set your power window and then you go into the tracking and you track forward, you track backwards, you make sure it's lined up, you adjust it if you need to. This is like the quick and dirty tutorial, right? And then the power window will follow your subject. So, where are we? We rock. You do rock, Tish. You do. 100%. Good God. All right. 9-minute warning. Matt Jackson fell behind. It's going to be a 9-minute, and it's like a hard 9-minute warning. I'll tell you why. I started a movie for the kid, like, I don't know, an hour and 20 minutes before the live stream is supposed to end. And the the movie's only like an hour and a half long. So like, it's going to be over like right when I'm done with this live stream. So it's all right, Matt. 2 more thumbs up. Tell these people to hit that thumbs up. Guys, really, I mean, yes. Tech Examined. Yeah, guys, please, if you are enjoying this stream, really, if you're getting any value out of this at all, please hit that thumbs up. It tells YouTube that I'm doing something right. Please tell them I'm doing something right. No, really, if you guys are enjoying this stream, if you're getting value out of it, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. I put out videos every Monday and Wednesday. They all have to do with video editing most of the time. Yeah, we have a good time here. We have a great community. We have a great community, don't we? Like, I've made so many good friends doing this. It's incredible. My kid is now knocking on the bedroom door. Kaylin, you gotta wait. Later, Jay. Thanks for everything. No problem, Ball Boys. Thank you so much for stopping by and subscribe. Yes. Alex, hold on one second, guys. Kaylin, you gotta wait. I'm not done yet. That was crazy. Where's Leela these days? Busy. She's super busy. She got big things going on. Oh, man. How do I zoom in and out of a video? You can do that in the inspector, in the zoom, in the little zoom setting. Just zoom in, zoom out. You can use keyframes. You can smooth out those keyframes. In fact, Mr. Alex Tech just came out with a little Fusion template that'll allow it to like be a really smooth zoom in and out, which is super cool. Dude, what do you run DaVinci on, PC or Mac? I run on a custom PC by Puget Systems, and it's incredible. I'll be there in a minute. Okay, I'll be there in a minute. I'll show you in a minute. 4-year-olds are amazing. Kids don't wait. Are you new here? I was hoping. Apparently the credits started rolling. Kaylin, just start pressing buttons and see what happens. It's the remote with the purple buttons. I just gave my 4-year-old free reign to attempt to learn how to use the Roku remote by herself. PC is better choice. I'll be right down to do the pretend dentist thing again. Oh my God, that was amazing. I forgot about that. Need to put Dory movie on a loop. You know what? That's funny. That's exactly what she's watching. She's watching Finding Dory. That's funny. Can you give me some motivation for my new YouTube channel? I'm not a very good motivator. I'm kind of realistic. I guess a little bit more realistic than motivational. And the deal is like you're gonna. If you're new to are you new to making videos, or is this just a new channel? Like, really, that's the only information I need. Oh, you are so patient. I am. I have a question. I have media offline whenever I add any Fusion titles to a clip. How to solve? I don't know. That's weird, but I have heard that that's been a problem in DaVinci Resolve 17. I haven't run across that problem yet. I also don't use Fusion very often. Motivation. Keep doing it and just start. Just start. I mean, honestly, that's it. Just start and do it. And be prepared to suck. Really. Go back and watch my first videos on this channel. They suck. They are horrible. I did not know what I was doing. I'm lucky I'm a quick learner, but I did not know what I was doing. So be prepared to suck and keep doing it anyway. Smoke weed every day. Jesus. Today's my channel's 2-year anniversary. Matt Jackson.
What did you say?
Hey, you're not supposed to be here. I will be there in 3 minutes, kid. 3 minutes. All right?
No.
Yeah. All right. The kid is officially taking over. I use a cracked video editor. I don't agree with doing that, to be honest. I tested the videos that suck at first. The kid is officially whining. It's 2:57. Kaylin, you just got to wait a couple minutes, okay?
I can't wait.
She can't wait, and she's cranky. Daughter, actually, Dimension Pardo. It's my daughter. She is cute. Thank you. Let's see here. Oh my God, my lives from here go stuck. I started a channel recently. Congratulations. Started editing on my Amiga 2000. All right. Guys, my child is throwing a fit. I apologize to that because I know you can hear her. So give the kid a Snickers. Ooh, actually, it's like my house. Usually she's very good. Usually she's very, very good at that. But yes, Matt Jackson, congratulations, 2-year anniversary. That's amazing. That's amazing. Would you recommend Vegas Pro for professional editing? I only have limited interactions with Vegas. I dove into it a few months ago. It is fair. Kids are wonderful. We don't mind her, don't worry. I mind her. I can't answer your questions with the kid screaming in my ear. The funny thing is, what she wants is another movie. And here's what's going to happen. She's crying because I'm making her wait. When I'm off this live stream, I'm going to go back there. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to try to talk to her. She's going to be asleep. I guarantee it. Keep the women in your life happy. Time to go. It is 2:59. How do I change the highlight color? Man, there's a lot of questions here. It's 2 p.m. Have a good day, Jay. Yep, it is about that time. It is almost, it's about 3 o'clock. So I am going to get going. I know I didn't get to all the questions. I apologize for that. There was a little bit of a distraction at the end. Please forgive me. But I'm here every Tuesday doing the same thing. And I put out videos every Monday and Friday. Keep in mind, Friday I'm coming out with my little 2-week review on DaVinci Resolve 17. Going to give you my thoughts so far. And I'm doing a giveaway. And if you're using the free version of DaVinci Resolve, you might want to stick around for that video because something cool is about to happen. And with that, I would like to thank you guys for continuously making my Wednesdays, my favorite day of the week. I love you to death. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this stream a like if you enjoyed yourself. I had a blast, and I'm going to go take care of a kid now. So, I'll see you in the next one.